Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Tennessee Titans. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Let's go now. Mike 51.
To throw on 2nd down. Kendall. Over the middle, complete. That's Brooks. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Giants. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 or. Go.
They'll run on 1st down. Savage. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field.
Hey, Sam off. Hard. Go. SOS. Check. Fresno. Get it.
On 1st down, Savage. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd down now. Knox, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
218, top.
The 16-yard line.
Kill.
A 1-yard gain.
Watch the twin. Check. Fair. General West. Stick guy. Check stick guy. Wide. Get wide. You're out. Now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Really talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Lewis here on 1st down. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kendall. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Lewis. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
A 2nd down run with Lewis. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. They'll run on 1st down. Hargrove, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. He's got Lewis. Call it a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And his kick here is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made him kick a field goal for the offense.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Cut.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
65. Yeah. Rock it. Hey, orbit. Shoot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. And the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 on the play. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Kendall sets up the screen to Lewis. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the handoff, Lewis. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
We play to win. Let's go. 25-yard line.
Come on.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Mike's it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Fielded at the 20. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for the Giants. 61 yards.
Here we go. Here we go. 15 on it. 15 on it. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. He'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go. Let's go. At their own 27-yard line. Set, right.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Ready? 51,
operating from the gun, Kendall. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Kendall. He's got it at the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big pickup of 38. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. Fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
You don't want it. Hey, Mike, get
from the gun, Kendall. This is caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? 2nd and 1. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. From a yard out. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Team 6. Team 6. Get it.
They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Look at me. Zipper. Protein spill.
Check 25.
Look. Squeeze.
We got double up.
Five. Be careful.
Back to throw here. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Shotgun handoff for Lewis. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, fellas.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Hey, Haywood!
2nd and 4. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at the 15. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Looking to throw. Kendall. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Back to throw. Kendall throws right side, and that's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Kendall. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Sam off. Hard. Fan.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Rush in.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after, up and good. And the lead's down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run. This is Lewis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. This quarterback now over 300 yards down for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kendall going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown ground as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 60 yards. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Watch twins.
Hey, exit.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. He misses yet again, and the struggles here, they look pretty uncharacteristic for him.
You're certainly right about that. Mechanics are the key right now. Feet, arm, not in sync at all. He ends up throwing that one past his receiver that's open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
Check it backer, check it backer.
Hey, zoom.
Alert 3.
Ready?
He'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. He'll get 15 and a Giants 1st down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, Kendall complete. This is Lewis. Muscling free near the 40. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Kendall. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans 30. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So it's a Giant 1st down on a gain of 16. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the 1st half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Hey, let's go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man there is Malone. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Rock it. Let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Savage. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that is going to set up third and goal.
Hey, check Mike 6. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Check 50.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That one looks like he'll throw here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brooks. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1 and 2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going
Exactly.
forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Ready? Bravo. 60 out now. Ready?
Now back to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.